Tiffany Butcher, played by Maisie Smith, isn't a character to steer away from danger, and next week on EastEnders, the young teen will walk straight into its path. The Butcher girl is set to become involved with a ruthless gang, who are making their presence known in Albert Square. Last week, the gang were responsible for planting drugs on innocent Dennis Rickman, Blue Landau, in a bag that also contained stolen goods. Kiana Taylor, Danny Walters, got caught in the crossfire trying to protect the youngster, when the gang turned on him and left him bruised after a vicious attack. However, Tiffany is drawn into the gang next week on the BBC soap when she becomes closer to the gang's leader, Jagger, Aaron Thomas Ward. Tiffany first caught the troublemakers' eye when she was walking through the square last week, with Jagger calling out at her. Initially, the young teen said she would never be interested in a guy like him, having dealt with a group of troublesome boys before. Earlier this year, the Butcher girl was put in a dangerous situation when she lied about her age online and met up with a group of boys who pressured her to drink alcohol. However, it seems she could be walking straight into the path of another unnerving situation. Before anything escalated further, the teen managed to get away. When Tiffany meets up with the gang next week, she is keen to make a good impression and fit in, so decides to join in with drinking alcohol. The other girls in the gang give Tiffany a hostile reception, but the gang leader jumps in to defend the high school student. Tiffany is smitten when Jagger defends her and begins to crush on the bad boy. However, she knows her older sister, Whitney Dean, Shona McGarty, will be less than impressed. On her return home, the teen has to hide the fact she has been drinking and lies to her sister about where she's been. However, the secrecy is not kept up for long. When Whitney catches the 14-year-old sneaking back home after a rendezvous with Jagger, Whitney demands the truth from Tiffany, and the youngster admits she went to see the gang leader, who is 19 years old. Furious at her little sister for being so naive, Whitney demands that her sister stays away from the bad boy, to which Tiffany promises. Though the Butcher girl doesn't heed to her agreement and continues to develop her new romance with Jagger. In a shock twist, the gang leader suggests that Tiff takes him home and introduces him to Whitney and the rest of the family so that they don't need to worry about her. Later on in the week, Jagger gives Tiffany a phone so that the youngster can call him whenever she wants to, instead of keeping meeting up in secret. However, could this be Jagger's way of keeping a hold on the Walford teen? Or are the bad boy's intentions purely innocent? Viewers of the BBC soap will remember that Tiffany's older brother, Liam Butcher, James Ford, was caught up in a dangerous gang storyline. The young lad was out of his depth, and when he tried to leave the gang, the teenager was viciously stabbed. Although he survived the attack, could Tiffany be treading the line by getting caught up with a gang? Will she meet the same fate? EastEnders continues tonight at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One.